I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. So today I want to kind of see how both of these work. This is the one that I just bought from Amazon, and it's supposed to be for sponges and brushes. And this, I think, is more just for brushes because you can't get a sponge on this. So I'm going to just see how they both work. I have them filled with water, and then I'm going to put some of this brush cleaner in that I have from, well, it says Equate Beauty, so I think that's just the Walmart version. I don't know how much you're really supposed to put in, but I'm going to put a little bit of both in each one, and let's test out the sponge. This one is way too big, so I won't be able to test that one out. Let's do one of these. Oh, this one might be too big too. See, let's try a small one just to see how it works. Let's try this one and put that in. And I don't know how long you're actually supposed to let it go through, but while that's happening, I am going to find a brush. Alright, while that's still going, I'm going to put this, I hope that's going to be secure enough, and put this in. Let it go. And this one I use more for just my dry bronzers. I have to get another brush that I use more for like foundation. But I use mainly my sponges or a cream product maybe. I like how this, if you've seen the video where I actually have tested this one, it does dry pretty good, but I don't think it cleans very well. Okay. See, it's still kind of, and it didn't really dry, but let's see how good this one. Well, it's still pretty dirty, but ooh, it's leaking. But so let's put that on the towel. The water in it, it's hard to see, but here. It's pretty dirty. So it did seem to get quite a bit of that out. And if I put it on this towel, I don't see any marks, so that just might be stained. But at least it's clean. Let's try. Now this is, you're supposed to be able to, but let me go clean it out. Okay, let's put a little bit, move this one over in here. And let's dip this in, I guess. You just dip this in. I wonder if this will clean better, but then I can use this for drying because I don't know how this is going to dry. The brush. Yeah, it's getting pretty dirty, this water. So I think this is actually going to clean it much better. I mean, even though this water is kind of dirty, this seems to clean better. And then I don't know how you would dry it other than just like let it dry. It might be easier just to manually do it with this like the mats, the cleaning mats, than all these gadgets. But okay, let's pause that. Let's put this back in and try to dry it. Yeah, I don't think these gadgets are worth it. But let's dry it with this thing. I don't know how long you have to let it dry. Let's see that. It's still not really dry, and it still doesn't really look all that clean, but this did get somewhat cleaner. Let me just plug it in here into the water. And then dip it up. And then dip it in. Now let's let it dry a little bit. Now let's wipe this on the towel and see. Yeah, nothing's coming really on the towel, but it doesn't really look all that clean. And it did dry. I think it cleaned better with this thing. So I'm going to just move that to the side. I'm going to try another sponge with this thing. Okay, I've used this sponge a lot, and it needs to be cleaned. I put fresh water and fresh soap in it. But you know what? This sponge might be a little bit too big, so I'm just gonna let it go. Keep the lid open, I guess. It's getting quite a bit out. Oh. But it's not really turning like it's supposed to, probably because it's too big of a sponge. So this is only good for small sponges. And this is just a normal Real Technique sponge, like normal size. It's not even as big as the other one that I had. Let me turn it upside down. Well, it's turning a little bit more upside down with the pointy side, and it's working a little bit better. So we'll see. I wish it came with instructions, because it didn't really come with instructions, so I don't know how long you're supposed to actually let it go. So I'm going to let it go for maybe about a minute. Okay, it's been about a minute. Let's squeeze this out. And then so it must have got like part of the tip cleaned. But let's test it out on this towel. Squeeze it. Yeah, look at that. So I think these work just as good. When I put a mug with soap, dish soap and water, and put it in the microwave, that cleans the sponge just as good as this $20 device. So you don't really even need to spend. I would not recommend any of these devices. I mean, the only thing that this one is good for is if you manually clean your sponge, this will help dry it out. But or you can just let it air dry. If you want to spend the $20 and get these dried sooner, you can. But this, yeah, it's a no-go for me too. I mean, it didn't do any better than manually put it in the microwave and get it clean. And then, I mean, look at all that dirt or makeup that's still coming off. So I don't know how many times you would have to actually do it, but yeah, it did not work. So both of these devices doesn't really work. I would not recommend them. If you've had better success, let me know. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I would like it if you would subscribe to my channel, and you can press that little bell right next to it to be notified of future uploads. And have a good day. Bye.